Hi, I'm Shane with the Drum Center of Portsmouth in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. We're on the web at drumcenternh.com. We are doing a Yamaha drums comparison video today. Stage custom, tour custom, the live custom, the absolute hybrids, recording custom, and the Phoenix, the PHX drum series. We set these kits all up, put them at the same heads, and do a nice comparison video of what each drum set will sound like. We left out the Rydeen series, which is in their entry-level line. We decided that we wanted to focus on the drum sets that we felt were useful for mid-level to the professional. And the stage custom is a kind of a confusing one because the price is very low for what it is, but it really could work in a professional setting. All of the years that I've been doing, 20 years of retail, I've probably sold the kit I've sold the most of has been the Yamaha Stage Custom. Just the best value for the money out there. At this time of this video, I think it's $650 for a shell pack, for a 5-piece shell pack. And this kit would work in a professional situation any day of the week. The hardware is great on it. The absolute lugs, the finishes are great. Now it's not, like the tolerances of the Phoenix kit where it's absolute precision and perfection everywhere. But if you want a great sounding kit, a great performing kit, this is the one. So it borrows a lot from their higher lines. It is a birch shell, like the recording custom. However, this isn't the North American birch shell. This is a Chinese birch shell. So there is going to be a difference in sound, but it's still a great sound. For the $650 price tag, you can't beat the Stage Custom. The Tour Custom, this is borrowing a lot from the Stage Custom in that it's the Chinese maple shell, and it has the absolute lugs, and it has this the hoop that goes inward, so it just mellows the tone a little bit. So the Tour Custom was another value-minded line. It was for people that wanted Yamaha performance and sound at a lower price point. So there's not a lot of options with the Tour Custom. You have the configurations they offer, and then if you want to add a 13-inch tom, you can. After that, it's very limited. This is how they keep their price down. So it's great for somebody needing a basic configuration.
Tour Custom is the newest addition to Yamaha's current lineup, and it's a great addition, I think, because the Tour Custom sort of fill that void of just, you know, the classic maple shell that we all know and love. They have that real nice mid-range, that real nice warmth that works for everything. I mean, you know, they just do exactly what you need your drums to do. I love the Live Customs. These are actually probably one of my favorite Yamaha lines, if not my favorite currently. They are unlike any other oak set I've ever played. Oak, as most of us know, has a very, very sharp attack. It's pretty aggressive. The Live Customs have that nice, you know, kind of mean bite, but it's really balanced by a much bigger warmth in the tone that's very unique to any oak I've ever played. They look really, really cool. These kind of darker burst finishes look real nice with that real striking oak grain. And they do the inside of the shell is black. I mean, it's a really mean looking kit that actually works for most styles. I mean, even the smaller jazz kits and stuff like that we've had just sound really, really great if you tune them up. But man, you want to rock on these drums. They are awesome for that.
They really just nailed it with the hybrid series drums. In another video, I described them as angry Yamahas because they had that same Yamaha characteristic, but they had this aggression to the tone and this openness that was missing in the prior generations. A lot of this I'll attribute to the new Yes mount, which I believe this is awesome. It just gives you a little bit more resonance than the original one, but not too much of it. And the core ply of Wenge in here really gives, this was borrowed from the PHX series. That really hard center ply creates that center of vibration of that shell. And hybrid lugs for quick head changes. And these drums just sound so clean. They're just so fun to play. The Recording Custom is the undisputed, iconic Yamaha drum set. It is one of the most iconic drum sets in the history of the drum set. Yamaha claims that it is the most recorded drum set in history. I don't know where they have the data to back that up, but I don't dispute what they're saying because it really is the line. We have studio clients and church clients. So many of them, they just order Recording Custom. Now, it has evolved a lot over the years. The original ones were great. The middle era was great. The present era is, in my opinion, the best they've ever been.
The old Recording Customs were great. A little thinner sounding to my ear, especially the bass drums. These are not lacking in any frequency range. The bass drum is massive sounding and the toms just sing. The Recording Customs are that classic recording sound that we know and love. It's all birch, it has that definition, everything comes out so clearly. The sustain is there, but it's controlled, and they're fuller sounding than, you know, the Stage Custom, which is another all birch shell. The weighted lugs that they put on here, it's a different birch, I think, that they use, and it really comes out in the sound. I love them. They're great.
The Yamaha Phoenix drums, this is their top end. This one they spent several years R&Ding. They spent, several years. I remember hearing about this 5 years before it came out. They really explored all these different shell combinations. They wanted to take the Ferrari approach where cost wasn't an issue. They just wanted to make the best sounding drums. Well, there also is another Ferrari approach to it in that they require a little bit more maintenance than the regular Yamaha drums. One thing I love about Yamaha drums, whether it's a Stage Custom or a Recording Custom, I can set the thing up, I can tune it 5 minutes, no problem, it'll sound great. Phoenix drums, takes me a little bit longer to figure out where the toms want to be. Right out of the gate, I can make the kick drum and the floor tom sound as good as anything I've ever played in my life. I mean, the floor toms are just incredible on these drums. Rack toms, they require a little bit of a different tuning approach, which I think we captured here, but I'm really looking forward to hearing what it sounds like after the mix, and looking forward to hearing what you have to say about it too. Something that sets Yamaha apart, and I've said this before in our videos, is that Yamaha equipment is really designed for working conditions. If you're a home enthusiast and you want, just top grade, well-made stuff, Yamaha's great for that. But they're really great for professional touring situations where you're traveling a lot. A great example for me is when I was doing a lot of touring, all the gear would be in the trailer, and we would have it connected to the van, and when you're going down Route 1 in Boston and dealing with all the potholes, the trailers are just... The amount of stress that does to your gear far exceeds what you could do with your playing. So you don't even notice it, but when you get to the gig, a lot of your screws are coming loose, there are problems, but with Yamaha, it's designed to mitigate those issues. And it's something that I really notice when people go away from Yamaha. If somebody plays Yamaha and then they decide to go try a different brand, they tend to boomerang back and say, I just didn't realize how good I had it. I'm very passionate about drum sets that are easy to use and less finicky. I am equally as passionate about the sound of these drums, so that's why we did this video, so you can decide what is going to work best for you. And if you have questions on the sizes or the color or delivery time and things like that, give us a call. We can help you put this order together and get you what you're looking for.